tickling my ear.
I'm just a humble guy out here doing humble shit. Okay, love you.
Today we're headed back out north of Moab. We're gonna go to a place called Dellenbaugh Tunnel. It has some history behind it. We'll go over it when we're out there. We're in for a good treat today, and it should be pretty nice. It's gonna be hot. It's gonna be smoky. The sunrise is happening right now. The sun is bright red, cutting through all the smoke, and I'm not sure exactly where the smoke is coming from. We're supposed to be getting some rain by the end of the week. Hopefully it kills a little bit of the smoke, a little bit of the fires. It's gonna be the latter half of monsoon season, so I'm excited for that. Lots of thunderstorms and water and cooler temperatures. It'd be a good change. Anyhow, we're gonna go to the gas station, grab some snacks. We're good on fuel, and head right out to the places that we want to go see today. So if you would, come get lost with me. So in case you guys haven't been able to tell, I'm a mess. So I got all the way to the gas station before I realized I left the key to the machine in the house, and I picked up a nail in the tire. That's the start of today. Haven't even made it to dirt yet. Still on all pavement. Forgot the key. Friggin' picked up a nail. It is what it is. I'm not angry about it. Certainly did delay the day though, by a good hour. We've made it out on location. I just spent a ridiculous amount of time talking to some guys I ran into. Very nice guys. I've got the machine here. It's ready to rock. We got it loaded up. We're ready to go. So I'm gonna get this machine unhooked and we'll get started down the trail.
All right, everybody. So we're doing this on the Mission 1 Pro with our Bluetooth microphones inside of our headset. Right now we're going over our Onyx maps. We're on the offline portion. We downloaded our maps.
What's going on, guys? Good enough.
We're in park. I keep running into people. This machine is really cool. People want to talk about it. It is so great. I really like it. I really like being able to tell people they have the opportunity to rent this and drive it themselves. We're getting ready to do a video with a guy that lives in LaSalle that knows a really cool abandoned mine that still has an open portal and some old mine cars and some other cool stuff involved. And he reached out to us and said, hey, email me, let's go do this together. And mind you, I don't want to give away all of these locations to just anyone. And if you're somebody watching this that understands where I'm coming from with that, I don't want people to go out, destroy things, mark things up, or destroy something that everybody can enjoy for themselves. I want them to be able to go out, and I want them to be able to see how cool Moab can be and be able to respect it when they get here. So the next person can enjoy it too. There for a while, and it still kind of happens. People mark up, petroglyphs, and they steal stuff from abandoned places, and it's not a good way to leave your mark. But yeah, I wanted to talk about that a little bit, and I wanted to talk about how this world we live in is a crazy place, and a really great way to get away from the crazy is to come out here, submerge yourself in some of the greatest solitude that America has to offer, and just remember that we're all human. Every one of us is a human being. We were all babies once. We were all cute. We all took our first steps and had our first words. We were all that once, and now that we're older, we're just an older version of that, and that's okay. It's okay to be in touch with your inner child a bit and still be mature and responsible. It's okay to do that. And I'm happy that you get to join me with my inner child and get to explore and see this beautiful place. And I like taking people with me. I'm doing this video for my brother as kind of a test, but the next video I want to take him with me and go and see some really cool stuff. And
Right after filming, he did a nitro circus move and broke his left collarbone.
On my bike. It was sick.
It was not.
For the most part right now, my viewership is friends and family. So if you're watching this, thank you for supporting me and coming along for the adventures when you can't come with me in person. I really appreciate that. I think it's really great that I'm able to do something like this and be able to share it with the world, as well as family and friends. I think it's magnificent. So, a few of you, and you know who you are when I say this, you don't live in Moab and you don't live near Moab, but you've been wanting to come visit and you've been wanting to go play. Come see us. We'll take you out. We'll go and we'll do something. You don't have to be on video if you don't want to. If you do want to be on video, even better. I would love to put you on camera and go and show our amazing day and have that to be able to look back on and remember. I think that's really cool. Okay. Holy crap, I think we're here. We're gonna park it.
Wow, look at that.
This is Tombstone Butte. Anyways, this is Tombstone Butte. They call it that because in the distance, it looks identical to a tombstone you'd see in a cemetery. All right, well, we're gonna shut the camera off and we'll keep going. I'll talk to you guys here in a bit. All right, guys, we are absolutely cooking through these sandy dunes here. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, well, that was a short trip because now we are at Dellenbaugh Tunnel. 4x4 road to Dellenbaugh. Now, it had a sign back here. I think I want to read a little bit, so we're going to back up. We're going to back up just a little bit. This is a bighorn sheep lambing grounds. Keep it under control at all times. Your dogs, that is. All right, so, of course, it gives us the great historical behind the Dellenbaugh area. And then it also says, protect the scenery you came to see. All motorized and non-motorized vehicles must stay on designated roads and trails. Off-road tracking is not only ugly, it is illegal. That is what that says right there. It also says, watch out, the dirt is alive. And it is talking about cryptobiotic soil, I believe, so don't bust the crust, folks. Okay, so this is the super long hike if we wanted to hike it. It goes way out and around and down, and it's a long-ass hike. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna drive straight to the parking lot that is at Dellenbaugh Tunnel, which is, we're almost there already, so let's get moving.
Okay, we are here at Dellenbaugh Tunnel. Trail says it's this way. It looks like I could see some footpath, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. I mean, you need to check this glorious landscape out. Look at this. Isn't that crazy? There's Tombstone Rock way over there. Or Tombstone Plateau, Tombstone something.
All right.
Wow, okay, so this thing goes down. I don't know. I talk about hiking in Moab, and I always talk about how it can be really steep. This is, of course, very steep. This whole hike, if we were to do the full loops, 3.5 miles long. So I took the easy route straight to Dellenbaugh Tunnel. And if you look, I believe that is the Dellenbaugh Tunnel. And I saw how to get down there just a second ago. This was the other part of the loop, I guess. I figured we'd have lunch there. Be kind of cool. And yeah, we're gonna get over there. So Dellenbaugh Tunnel is a natural elongated sandstone arch. It's about 100 feet long, and it's located over here by Spring Canyon, which is the road we parked on with the trailer. And it was named in honor of Frederick S. Dellenbaugh, a renowned artist, author, and assistant topographer who explored the region with John Wesley Powell's second expedition, River Expedition, which was 2 years worth of an expedition from 1871 to 1873. So Frederick Dellenbaugh was a cool guy. He did some really cool stuff. And because of that, the world decided that he earned a monument to be named after him, which is pretty cool. Hope someday, not soon, that when I die, I did cool enough stuff that people would consider naming something after me. So here we are, Dellenbaugh Tunnel. I'm not seeing anything spooky like kitty cat tracks or nothing other than bones. Obviously, somebody's been here that was like probably not the coolest thing. Wow, it's dark in here. It is a tunnel though. That's cool. Lots of flies in here. It tells me something died. I'm gonna try to fix some stuff. Get my hands a little free. I see another bone. Yeah, certainly stuff lives in here. Well, look at those spider webs way over there. I don't know if you can see that. Broken gems or glass. And then
A lot of poop. A lot of poop.
maybe we'll have lunch back at our other spot. Yeah, is this glass or is this like gemstone? This looks like it was maybe gemstones. There's a big chunk of it, whatever it was right here that broke. Yeah, this is Dellenbaugh Tunnel. Found another bone. But again, I don't think I'm seeing any kitty cat tracks. Just footprints. I got me a flashlight. Yeah.
Big ass spider webs up there.
If you know me, I'm not the biggest spiderweb fan. We can do bones, that's cool. Spiderwebs though, I don't know about that. Not seeing any signs of like rattlesnakes or nothing like that, which is good. It's a cool spot nonetheless. This arch really opens up once you get through it. That was certainly bigger than I thought it was. How cool. We'll get up here, I'll turn around and show you exactly what that looks like. Isn't that neat? So that's Dellenbaugh Tunnel, named after the Frederick Dellenbaugh. I think we're gonna find a spot over here somewhere where we can get a good view of something, whether it's the tunnel or a canyon, and have some lunch. So hopefully you can join me for that. That'd be great. That right there is somebody's scrunchie that they lost. With a house full of girls, I know how important that was to somebody at some point in time. So that's her scrunchie. I'm gonna leave it there. You can come back and get it. So hopefully you don't live far away. Speaking of losing stuff and getting things back, I lost a GoPro case, and I might mention it in another video. I can't remember if I left it in or not. Anyways, had my memory cards in there, my phone case, because my phone overheated. It was a whole thing. Anyways, so I got that back. So Jamie Marshall, if you're watching this, thank you. I really appreciate it. Give him a little bit of reward money, a finder's fee, if you will, which I think was justified. That it was some important stuff that I am glad to have back. So pretty cool. Wow, look at this viewpoint. It goes down there pretty far. It looks like there's some water down there. That's cool. So right here, there's a good shelf. So if this rock were to fail, I'd have at least a tiny bit of time to try to save myself, but this looks pretty sturdy. I don't think it's gonna fall. Really cool rock though. It's got agate in the side of it. And yeah, this whole thing's got that really cool layer. Anyways, looks like this thing goes around this thing quite a ways. I don't know if anybody's walked it, but down below there, certainly there's been water there recently, so definitely a place where animals are going to be. Bighorn sheep, deer, antelope, rabbits, chipmunks, prairie dogs, mice, bats, cows, all sorts of different stuff. On hunting trips with some of the locals in town, they always talking about having kipper snacks. I'm not a kipper snacks kind of guy. More of a cracker, turkey, and cheddar kind of guy. Well, if there's anything else worth mentioning about this area, it's that this agate that you see in this rock was actually a volcanic layer. So when lava came through, air pockets developed, and in those air pockets, a bunch of minerals mineralized and created what is called agate. A-G-A-T-E. It's very beautiful. The rarest form of agate that you'll find is purple, and around here we have it, and they call it grape agate. And it's because when you find it, it's usually in these like really round shaped crystals that are, I don't know what you'd call a nodule maybe. And it looks like a bunch of grapes when you pull them off the vine. So they call it grape agate, and it's purple, so it kind of fits. On the whole cliffs thing, approaching a cliffside is a lot harder to see on camera. But for example, let's say right where I'm sitting is this extreme sheer drop. You wouldn't want to sit here. That's a very not smart thing to do. These rocks, they all have cracks in them. They've been here millions of years, which makes them unknown as far as how stable they are. So what we were taught in grade school is about 15 to 20 feet away from the edge, get on your stomach, army crawl to the edge, and if you want to look down the cliffside, then you can, and you're on your stomach. You don't have the chance of slipping and falling, the wind picking up and blowing you over the edge. It also makes it to where you're not putting all of your weight in one spot on the cliffside, which distributes your weight much more even across the cliff edge. That is the safe way to do it. Don't let your kids run around on the cliff edges. I think I'm done with this. Lunch was good. Well, it's enough sitting for me. Let's get going. This is that layer I was talking about. So the rock that's kind of around it, they call that chalcedony. I think I'm saying that right. Which is just a fancy way of telling you what I told you earlier. Created what is called agate. A-G-A-T-E. Very cool rock formation ledge. And it's a whole layer that you can see over here. Goes all the way down that thing, way down there. Oh, look, a lizard. I don't know if you can see that. It's enough Dellenbaugh Tunnel for me today. Pretty cool. I'm glad I came out here and saw this. I didn't expect it to be as cool as it is. Ugh. Of course, this camera is not going to do it justice, so you should come out here, check it out for yourself. Tell me what you think. Is it worth checking out, showing off to your friends? I sure think so. And like, look at this. There's more over there. You could probably walk over and check out. Just be mindful of critters. You know, don't step on a rattlesnake. Don't kiss a mountain lion. Usually doesn't go well. This right here, so all jokes aside, they call this Mormon tea. And you can actually take it in bundles, soak it in water, and then boil the water and have what they call Mormon tea. I've tried it. It was not my thing. So if you want to try it, you're more than welcome to try it. There's plenty of this stuff out here. It's everywhere. It grows pretty quickly, so you're not harming anything by taking a little bit of it to try it out. Similar to pine needles, I've heard people fermenting it and turning it into kind of like a soda, I guess. It doesn't have any alcohol to it, I don't think. And there's ways of doing that I'm sure you could Google. I won't tell you how. Alright, well, back through Dellenbaugh Tunnel we go. Thank you, Fred, for your expedition. Otherwise, we would not know about any of this cool stuff here. Back up the steep climb, I suppose. I mean, like, look at that. That's pretty steep. This one did not say easy height for once. It actually said moderate. Probably because it's 3.5 miles long. And parts of it have places like this where you're climbing a rock. Quite literally. At least it's good sturdy stuff. It's not like loose and super sandy where you can't get over it. I can officially tell you, this is tickling my ear. I don't know how much I like that, but we're gonna do it anyways. Also, coming out of that cave, I was covered in ants, which I found to be kind of interesting. If you're not a big fan of ants, then maybe this one isn't for you, but for the rest of us that don't mind an ant or two sometimes, that was pretty cool. That is certainly going to be the next investment for this machine, which is some hydraulic steering. So Willie or Dustin, if you're watching this or hearing this right now, you could set me aside one of those. I have zero idea how much one of those costs, but this machine needs it real bad. After going out on Dome Plateau with Peter, he was talking to me about some of the trees that are out here, these juniper trees, and how old they are. I think he said something like 500 years it takes for one of them to be as big as one of these are out here that you'll see pass by on my shoulder, I'm sure. Anyways, super old. And then his favorite thing to say is, how old are the ones that are dead? Because there's a lot of dead ones too. And I think he brings a pretty valid point, to be honest. How old are these? Yeah.